So today, just doing a little more rehab first. Yesterday I did some squatting, some lunges, and some lower back stuff. So knees a little bit tired from all that, but still gonna go through some just some like easy stuff for the legs. So today we're at a Paul's gym, which is like a bodybuilding gym. So got a couple machines. I'll just do some warm up on the bike, stretch out, and then go through some just isolation like quad and hamstring exercises. And then since we're here, maybe I'll get some just a couple little back exercises with all the machines they got. But yeah, today I just need to get the leg loosened up. So I kind of do forward and backwards pedaling on the bike. Get a couple minutes on here. Yeah, so I guess backwards is just kind of a helpful thing to do when you have a quad injury. So it kind of turns it into like a quad extension instead of like a pressing motion. So without getting too complicated, it's just easy to do both. Rolling on the foam roll, I try to just start off and get like a bigger, kind of go bigger range of motion all the way up and down the leg. I'll do it on the quad and on the IT band. And then I'll kind of get in and do some like shorter kind of back and forth motions where I find knots. And then kind of the last thing will be actually just doing some like hamstring flexing and quad flexing with the roll right in one spot. So just kind of loosening up in one spot. The tendons are still pretty tight, even though I can stretch them all the way through range of motion, but just like walking around, they're still kind of stiff. So this definitely helps. Is I just use my other leg to help, and then I just do like the negative motion or the resisted lowering with the knee I'm trying to heal up. So you can kind of see, the left leg helps to lift it, and then I just lower it and resist on the way down with the right. So I think it's only 20 pounds on the machine, which is just pretty challenging for this motion right now. But I like this machine because it goes through a pretty good range of motion with the leg. Yeah, in the beginning, I could barely, I had my leg in a brace for the first 5 weeks without moving it at all. So once they took the brace off, they wanted to start moving it around. And I think in the very beginning, I could only bend it about 30 degrees away from straight. But within a couple weeks, it was at 90 degrees. And it's pretty much like a full range of motion now, but it's a little bit swollen still. And it's still a little bit stiff. So even though I can move it through a full range of motion with, when I like put some weight on it, it's still a little too stiff to move it through full range of motion passively without any, I guess, just like actively without any help. I think that's my good knee has about 130 degrees of range of motion. So pretty close to that now with the knee that's recovering. It's definitely not as strong as my other leg, but I still try to focus on like the eccentric contraction, so just lowering it under control. The good thing right now is just that it doesn't have any, it seems like it's pretty healthy. So when I put weight on it, nothing seems to hurt. Just sometimes it feels a little stiff. Today, just rode the bike. That always feels good to kind of loosen up a lot of the stiffness. Rode the bike, went on the foam roll. Again, just helped me loosen up the muscle, stretch out a bit. Doing some of the knee flexions and extensions with the foam roll kind of dug in certain spots on the quad and IT band. That helps pretty well to kind of loosen up the really tight spots in the muscle. And then for strengthening the knee again today, I just went, because we're at a bodybuilding gym, I just used the leg extension. For those ones, I just did I lifted with both legs and then just do the negative with the one leg, that's the rehab leg. And then the hamstring curls, I'm good enough on those ones where I can just do the one leg curls. So just did a couple sets, extensions, a couple sets of hamstring curls. That just keeps it pretty simple for today.